Hi, this is a demo of the Nagra SNST. The manual for this SNST is a generic Nagra SN manual. There were quite a number of Nagras that were made under the SN flag. The SNST is a stereo unit. SNST here. As you can see, it's quite beautiful. It's made like a very professional recorder, because it is. These were available between 1960 and 1970 only to the CIA, and afterwards these became available in the consumer market. This one's from the 80s. The Nagra SNST has got one control for both record and playback right here. And then in order to rewind, you have to use this little crank. You raise the crank by pressing this button and raising this little flag here, this little handle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this up so we can tell where our 0 point is for the start point, because knowing where you start without having a meter on here to tell you how to rewind keeps you from accidentally, when you're rewinding, pulling the tape all the way back onto this reel and having to rethread it, which takes time. Here's the record meter, which is also serving as a battery meter. When you put it in play or record mode, you can press a button on the side to test the battery right here. As you can see, it goes all the way to the right when the battery is fresh. In order to rewind, you pull this tab out to the left and lift it up. And then this crank, when cranked to the right, will rewind it. And we're going to stop top dead center where we were when we started. Now, how do you put it in record mode? In order to do that, you have to attach microphones. So there are two microphone inputs, left and right. Microphones look like this. These are standard Nagra microphones that are made for the SNST. They're also the same type that appeared with all the other SN series. Left side input is here, on the left. And the microphone is attached by turning this little thumb screw. Now, as you're screwing it in, I'm going to put it up to my lavalier mic so you can listen. There's a little click as it gets to the bottom. When you tighten it in all the way, it pushes a switch that puts it into record mode. When you attach just one microphone, it will put both sides into record. This side will record silent if you only have one microphone attached, and only audio will go on one channel. But if you want audio on both channels, you have to put in both mics. But remember, you can't record one side and then overdub on the other. It records both channels whenever it's in record mode. So, left side mic is on the left here. Right side mic is on the right over here. And let's do a little recording. When we put it into record mode, by turning it on, you'll see that this meter moves whenever sound is going into either microphone. Left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Once again, left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. To stop it, delatch this, then put it into rewind mode. In order to rewind it, turn clockwise on the crank. And we're going to stop at top dead center so we get back to the beginning of where we started. Now, if you record a long recording, you're going to have to count how many cranks there are if you want to get back to the very start point. Now, how do we listen back to this? Well, first of all, we must remove the microphones, because if you try to put it into play mode with the microphones attached, it won't be in play mode, it'll be in record mode, and it will destroy everything you just recorded. So the way you get it back into play mode is by removing both microphones, thereby releasing this tiny micro switch. We'll set aside the microphones for a second. Here's how you listen to it the most easily. There are left and right outputs here, left and right. Those are mono. There aren't very many mono headphone connections that are available nowadays. You could probably get a connector, an adapter somewhere that goes from here to stereo headphones, but the best way to listen to it is through an impedance adapter here. The output impedance on here is 2K ohms. That's pretty high. Most headphones today run between 30 and 300. So in order to get this thing to sound good, you take this connector out here, where it is stored, wrapped around these two pulleys, and this SNST playback unit, which is also called a DSP, will let you listen to both sides at the same time through this special connector that connects to both left and right. Stereo on here, and you can only listen to one side at a time through this speaker. Let's listen to it with set to the left side, because I spoke into the left microphone first. We'll set both volumes at 0, which is a nominal setting. And Let's play it back. By turning it on, you see that this meter moves whenever sound is going into either microphone. Left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Once again, left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Now, I was playing with this switch back and forth so you could hear that I was switching back and forth between the right side recording and the left side recording. You could hear the distance on the other microphone. Whether or not you pick that up right away, it doesn't really matter. We can listen to this in stereo by listening to the stereo output. There are 2 stereo outputs here that can go directly to headphones, and these will drive nominal impedance headphones. We're going to jack you right in so you can hear this straight through your system. And first we rewind by putting this in rewind mode. We take this tab, pull it out to the left and lift it up. It loosens up both reels so they're able to spin free. Bring this back to top dead center where we had the start point. And we put it into play mode. I'm going to listen here myself, but it's also going to be recorded for your listening pleasure. Turning it on, you'll see that this meter moves whenever sound is going into either microphone. Left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Once again, left side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Right side, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. The Nagra tapes that were made for this SN series came in 3 different widths, I should say 3 different thicknesses that resulted in 3 different lengths. I'm going to unplug this unit for now, set it aside, and show you something on the faceplate of this unit. First, we'll rewind all the way and take the tape off. In order to put the crank away, we push in on this release lever when it's at top dead center and then push it straight down and it'll click into place so that it's low. That way the unit can actually be operated with the cover on. You can actually turn it on. It's not going to run right, well this reel will run, but it's not going to run right now because the tape isn't connected. So, then now we can take off this reel, which is done by twisting this center lock until it's lined up with the slots in the reel. And then the reel pops right off. As you can see, it says red reel here, green reel, and blue reel. When you look on eBay, you'll see there are red, green, and blue tapes available. And the thickest tape is the red, which is this, which gives you the highest quality recording. And the thinnest is the blue, which gives you the longest record time, which I believe is just over 3 hours on this unit, operating at 15 sixteenths of an inch per second. Once again, when it's in record mode, or play mode, you can press this switch here to check the battery. The meter indicates your record level, left and right both, when you're in record mode. The pinch roller is located right here. There's the cap stand right there underneath my fingernail. These are guides. This is the record head and the playback head, and that's the erase head. Erase is done just before recording to clean up the tape. This is a little roller, a guide roller that has a spring in it that keeps the action smooth when it's moving. And this reel comes off exactly the same way as the other reel. In order to replace the batteries, you use a coin, like a dime or a penny, here and here to loosen these screws up just a little bit, and then the bottom comes off easily. When you take the bottom off, you'll see that there are 2 AA batteries in here, and they last for 8 to 10 hours with alkalines, maybe even longer. This has been a presentation of the Nagra SNST recorder. Hope you enjoyed it.